Hey y'all, it's Lisa Zahiya, business strategist and life coach, live with you. So I'm committing, I don't know if y'all know, but I'm committing to practicing what I preach, which is I'm going to do a weekly live with some sort of advice. So if you have a topic you want, let me know. Anyway, I have some exciting announcements about what I'm doing with the biz. I have some new announcements, but before that I wanted to start a topic. So anyway, if you have things that you want me to talk about in a weekly live, tips, things like that, let me know. But as you all know, I was speaking at a conference in Phoenix over the weekend, and I was noticing and I taught something about what is success in networking. So if you're trying to build your business, you should be networking. You cannot build your business from the house. So two key things to think about as you join a business. If you have any comments, questions, put it in the chat. The first one is the fortune is in the follow-up. So it's not in any initial instance that we typically build a relationship or a business opportunity with someone, but it's in the follow-up with them. So if you meet someone, if you meet somebody in an airport lounge, if you meet somebody at lunch, if you meet somebody who could be a potential business partner, make sure you follow up with them, schedule a call. The other thing I always say is the riches are in the niches, which really pisses me off because it's not niche, it's niche. That's how you pronounce that. But the more specific you are about what you do, the better. So I have my top 3 tips for networking that I felt inspired by this past week in Phoenix. The first one is, if you're doing something, if you're out networking, leverage that for your audience. You have this in real life audience, and then you have a social media audience. So make sure that anything you're doing, you're leveraging that for social media posting. I did outfit of the day, or 7 outfits a day, because there were lots of events. But what can I do to establish myself as an expert, not just for the people here, but for the people around me? Which, one of the best things we can do with social media is develop ourselves as an authority. My second thing is there's never not a what's next. So if I connect with someone, I'm never not we should do a podcast interview together. We should have a coffee. We should do a Zoom together. You want to constantly be thinking, what's the next thing? I also set a goal for any event of the amount of people I want to connect with, and I write it down on a list and I add them all. So everybody should be networking, and whenever you meet somebody, you should have a follow-up with them. Finally, I want everyone to have an interesting way to talk about themselves. So if you go to a networking event, or if you just meet somebody at the grocery store, let's use me. If I was I'm a business coach. There's a million business coaches on Instagram, burning sage and talking about energy. That is not helpful, and it doesn't make somebody engage with me. So what I want to do is talk about either what brings me unique experience, unique value proposition is what we'd say in business, or what's the unique way I can help people. So what's more interesting? If I'm I'm Lisa, I'm a business coach. Or if I'm I'm a retired world champion belly dancer who leveraged that into creating a body positive, award-winning dance studio that I built into a 7-figure business, and I help other business owners leverage their passion to help people and scale a business. Is that interesting? Or I also sometimes say, I'm Lisa Zahiya, I'm a business coach, and I don't believe that making money and making a difference in the world can't coexist, and I help other people do the same. So my 3 tips for when you go to an event: 1, leverage it on social media. Build as much authority there as you are at the event. The second thing is always have a what's next. If I see somebody, we're going to go do this. Kat, we're going to go to wine country and we're going to do something together. But there's always a what's next. And then finally is have an interesting way to talk about yourself. So some announcements that I wanted to make is I'm now doing speaking for organizations. I have lots of speeches booked, so I have a new speaking website, which is lisazahiya.com. We've changed that website into speaking, so I'm going to share that tomorrow. And finally, I am hosting a retreat at the end of this year for women who are excited to grow, and it's called Anything But Business. So we're going to talk about growing and maximizing everything in your life besides your business. It is going to be in a beautiful island in the Caribbean. And what's unique about it is we are also inviting women business owners from the island to attend, because I don't believe we should exist in a place without including those people in what we're doing. So we're going to do a list for that announcement. So if you're interested, let us know. And I'm going to be doing an event in Asheville, North Carolina in December. So lots of exciting things. So anyway, if you want to be on the waiting list for the retreat, it's going to be in November, right after the election. So if you want to get out of town, you want to avoid the aftermath of that, come join me in the Caribbean. And I'll see you all very soon. If you have any topics, I'm doing a live every Thursday. Let me know. You're amazing. Put some questions in the chat. How do I end it? How do I end it? There it is.